Have you ever noticed that the more you talk about a new goal, the less likely you are actually to finish it? One day, you get a brilliant idea. You feel incredibly excited, so you tell your friends or family exactly what you plan to do. They smile, tell you it's amazing, and encourage you. In that moment, you feel like you've already won. But a few days later, when it's time actually to wake up early and do the hard work, your energy is completely gone. We think that talking about our plans helps us stay motivated, but psychology shows it actually does the opposite. The moment you get praise for an unfinished dream, your brain tricks you into thinking you've already achieved it, and you lose the drive to keep going. Today's story is about a simple lesson that will show you why keeping your goals to yourself is the fastest way to achieve them, and how working in silence can completely change your results. Once upon a time, in a quiet valley town, there lived a young apprentice named Julian. He was full of great ideas and had massive dreams. Every week, he would discover a brand new ambition. One day, he wanted to open the largest trade shop in the valley. The next week, he planned to build a grand stone house on the hill. Then, he decided he would master the delicate art of fine pottery. But Julian had a bad habit. Before he ever picked up a single tool, before his hands ever touched the raw materials, he told everyone in the village square about his plans. He would stand in the market and speak loudly. "I am going to shape the most beautiful ceramic jars this town has ever seen." The townsfolk would clap. They smiled, nodded, and praised his vision. Julian felt proud. He felt successful and important. That night, he slept peacefully. But the next morning, when it was time to wake up early and actually dig the heavy clay from the riverbank, he felt strangely tired. The deep hunger was gone. The creative fire had turned into cold ash. Days passed, and the jars were never made. This pattern continued for years. Julian announced every single dream to the world. The people celebrated his words, but his hands stayed completely empty. He felt ashamed, stuck, and deeply confused about why he kept failing. One evening, Julian sat alone by the old village well. A master craftsman from the edge of town walked past. The old man was incredibly quiet and humble. Everyone respected him deeply, though he rarely spoke unless it was necessary. He sat down beside Julian and asked softly, "My son, why do you look so troubled?" Julian sighed deeply. "I have so many grand ideas, but I can never maintain the discipline to finish them. I don't know what is wrong with my hands." The old man nodded slowly. "Tell me, what do you do the moment a new idea enters your mind?" Julian replied quickly, "I share it with my neighbors. I want them to see what I am about to do. I want them to feel proud of me." The master smiled gently. "Come to my workshop tomorrow morning. I want to show you something." The next morning, Julian met the master in his simple stone workshop. In the center of the room sat a traditional foot-powered pottery wheel. The master placed a heavy, solid lump of wet clay directly onto the center of the wheel. He began to kick the flywheel beneath, spinning the clay faster and faster. As the wheel spun, the master gathered the clay into his palms. He applied a steady, silent, inward pressure. Because his hands were locked and centered, the wild lump of clay suddenly rose upward, forming a perfectly hollow, beautiful vessel. The master pointed to it. This shape and this strength comes from keeping all the pressure centered on the inside. It is focused, trapped force. Then, while the wheel was still spinning at high speed, the master deliberately took his hands away and let out a loud shout to a passing traveler outside. "Look at this jar! See how perfect it is going to be!" As he turned his body away to talk, his sleeve brushed against the spinning vessel. Without the master's centered, silent hands protecting it, the clay instantly wobbled, collapsed into a flat, ruined mess, and flew off the wheel. The master looked at Julian. When you receive a new dream, your heart creates a sacred internal pressure. It is the raw fuel you need to wake up early, do the tedious work, and handle mistakes. But when you talk about it to get praise before it is baked in the fire, you remove your hands from the wheel. You let the focus collapse to show off an unfinished shape to your neighbors. Julian stared at the ruined clay on the floor. The truth hit him deeply.
The master continued softly. People's praise gives your mind artificial pleasure. Your brain thinks the work is already done, so it turns off your drive. The energy you desperately needed for action was wasted entirely on talk.
Julian thanked the old man and walked home slowly, deeply reflecting on his words. That night, he made a firm decision. He would try one more time, but this time, he would tell absolutely no one. He chose a simple goal: to craft a single, flawless, earthenware bowl. He didn't tell his friends. He didn't show his progress in the market. He didn't look for an audience. Every evening after his daily chores, he went into a dark, quiet corner of his room, spun his wheel, and worked with the clay. Some days he felt incredibly motivated. Other days he felt exhausted. But because no one knew what he was doing, he had zero outside pressure. He only had his own two hands and the wheel. Weeks turned into a month. The bowl took a smooth, perfect shape. Because he wasn't talking, all of his mental energy went straight into fixing his errors. One morning, his neighbor walked past his porch and saw the finished, fired ceramic bowl sitting on the table. The neighbor gasped. "Julian, this craftsmanship is breathtaking. When did you make this? You never said a word." Julian smiled quietly. "I wanted to finish it first." Now, look closely at your own life. How many times have you announced a massive change, a new business idea, or a personal goal, only to watch it wither away a week later? When you speak about your plans, you give away your power. You allow other people's temporary validation to replace your actual execution. Your dreams are fragile at the very beginning. They need absolute protection. They need to grow in the quiet, dark soil of your hidden consistency. The world doesn't need to hear what you are building. It only needs to see what you have built. So next time you feel the desperate urge to tell everyone about your next big move, pause. Stay completely quiet. Keep your hands on the wheel. Let the fire build up inside you until it becomes unstoppable. Let your work speak when it is finally ready. If this story helped you see things more clearly today, please like the video, leave your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more stories. Thank you for listening. and keep your fire hidden.